Hey there, how are you? Welcome back to another episode of Your Success at Last DNA. Yep, DNA, doing those necessary actions, getting those needed attitude adjustments. Trying to be that motivational oomph for you every single day, giving you those core inspirational and often educational building blocks that you need to help you get what you need to get done. You know, you might be able to tell the tone of my voice, and certainly by the starter music this morning, got a little bit of a different show for you. I know I told you yesterday we were going to talk about know-it-alls. I'm going to belay that show most likely until tomorrow. I wanted to share with you something a little different edge, a little different feeling, and that is, do your words hurt or heal? I want to share with you some thoughts on the language of mending feelings. Before we go there, we got to ask today's question like we always do, right? No matter what the show, I still want to give you your question. I want to give you those things that make you go, And now on Tuesdays, we always ask the question, how are you using your talents? We all have them. I tell you this every single week. Everybody has at least a talent. Most of us have many talents. Some really, really huge. Some that are just waiting to be honed. And if you don't know what your talents are, once again, I'll tell you, ask around. There are a number of people in your inner circle, at your work, your friends, your family, that rely on you on a number of things because you're just that good at them, and you're probably taking them for granted. Find out what your talents are if you don't know them. And if you do know them, how are you using your talents? Are you using them to get what you want to get done? Are you using them to drive you to your goals? Or are you using them to fend off the wolves? Or you're throwing yourself at the foot of the wolves? Do you have a talent for speaking? Yeah? Have a way with words and language? Are you using that talent to hurt or heal? Yeah, that kind of goes right into what we're going to talk about today. You see, the words we use to express ourselves have an impact on everyone around us, right? If you think about it, we've all met an individual who seems completely unaware of how their words affect others. They could be someone that we love dearly, and we walk up to them, put our arm around their shoulder and go, dude, do you know what you just said? What'd I say? Right? I had a friend like that when I was a teenager. I've had a couple of friends like that since then, in my 20s and 30s. So how about you? Do you use your words to uplift others or tear them down? I had someone really close to me, probably, started in my teen years, and knew him through the better part of my early adulthood, 20s and 30s, and we just grew apart, thank goodness. But his habit was to make himself feel better by tearing others down. It was the old adage of, you can be the tallest mountain around if you keep tearing down the other mountains, right? You can be the most beautiful skyscraper if you tear down all the other buildings around you. So I don't want you to be that person that tears other people down to uplift yourself. You want to use your words to uplift everyone. Perhaps you need to mend fences in your life, right? We all stumble, we bumble, we fall, right? And we've got to go back and we've got to mend that fence. Maybe it's you just want to ensure that you're being supportive and that you're using that healing language. You know someone's going through a hard time, and you want to walk up to them and you want to share that you care, that you love, that you're open to hear, right? So whatever the case, I want to share with you some wonderful words that you should use, and use often. Use generously. I don't think any of these words can be used too much, as long as they're sincere. These terms are usually, they usually make others feel great, and they go a long, long way towards mending relationships, helping people feel better, and just anything that requires a little bit of TLC, some fixing, whether it's a broken heart, a dented friendship, or just wounded feelings, all right? So here are the words I want you to keep in mind. Number one, first and foremost, I'm listening. Yeah, so often when we're engaged in a conversation, we don't use our ears and our mouth at the same ratio in which we have them, right? So I'm listening. Sometimes when someone is important to you, when they're trying to share their feelings, you might be busy doing something else. Heck, you might be busy just trying to think up a response. No. See, I want you to switch your attention from what you're doing to your loved one, right? And I won't even say momentarily. For the time that they need you, switch your attention from whatever it is that's going on. Turn off the TV. And if you want to turn off the sound, right? And hear them. Switch your attention to your loved one immediately and for the time that they need you. They'll feel like they really matter to you, all right? Number two, I'm sorry. Say this one generously, but say it with sincerity. One of the most healing things that you can do for another person as well as yourself is to utter the words, I am sorry. Even if you've been stubborn about it and avoiding saying it, try it out a few times. Give it a whirl, right? It will make you feel like you're wiping the slate clean of the error you made. It's not giving rid of the responsibility. You still got to own up to the responsibility, but it's helping clean that slate. Plus, when your apology is truly sincere, it will encourage you to be more wary of your words and any of the actions you take in the future. All right? Next, of course, after I'm sorry comes, yeah, you guessed it, I forgive you. Yeah. Getting to the point of being able to forgive someone. Yeah, that can take a little time. Sometimes a lot of time, depending on the offense, and yeah, some soul searching, right? And every once in a while, we just have to let the wound heal over some before we can say the I forgive you part. Some can say it when the wound is still fresh. However, when you truly accept and forgive, you're freed from the hurt. You're freed from the weight of the hurt, of the resentment, and the anger. Yeah? It's really humbling and yet a positive experience to forgive others for something they did that upset you, that hurt you, that wounded you, that just offended you, right? You have the power to mend an important relationship by using 3 simple words. I forgive you. But you got to mean it, right? All these things that I'm talking about today, you got to do it with sincerity. They just can't be empty words. Yeah, I forgive you. Yeah. It just doesn't work as well. All right. It doesn't work at all for that matter. All right. Now, the last 3. Number 4, I appreciate what you do. Yeah. Can you feel, I appreciate what you do. I went out and looked at it, and according to the dictionary, to appreciate someone is to value, admire, honor, and take notice of them. Wouldn't it feel awesome if someone that you loved and that you respected came up to you and told you that they appreciated something you did, even if it was a small something? You see, when you tell others that you appreciate them, they'll see that you've noticed what they did, what they've done, right? You'll appear optimistic. Heck, you'll be optimistic. You'll appear optimistic and then spread that optimism to the other person. When you walk up to someone and say, you know, I appreciate that you made my lunch yesterday. I really do. I got up, I opened up the refrigerator, and there it was. I really appreciate that. All right? Now, it sounds a little contrived right now because I'm just trying to put it together for you. All right? That's positive. And when you share that with them, that positive and that optimism, you're really spreading that optimism to them and making it a part of their world for the day. All right? So to begin healing even a wounded relationship, I won't say less than satisfactory, but maybe a dented one, right? You're going through a couple of rocks over the day, got a rock in your relationship shoe, so to speak. Add this simple sentence: I appreciate, and then what do they do? Add that to your vocabulary and use it often. Here's the key to making it really work. For you to appreciate it, you've got to notice it. And for you to notice it, you've got to care enough to look. Right? All right. The last 2. Next one is, I know you can do it. Man, as parent, I use this one all the time, right? Directly expressing your confidence in someone else can buoy their spirits and boost their confidence. And I don't care if they're already a confident person. Sharing that with them really helps reinforce the confidence they already have. All right? Maybe they've got that brick house, rock solid confidence. You're just adding another layer to the bricks. Ho, ho, ho. See, when you hear that someone else believes that you can achieve something, don't you begin to believe even more in it? Yeah? Even though you already believed you could do it. Well, I already believed I could do it. And that person told me, and you know what? They're just a gosh darn smart person, and I respect them, right? Well, here's the thing. If you feel better when it's being said to you, others feel good when it's said to them. Remember that. And lastly, and certainly not least, it's probably the most important, save for last, I love you. Yeah. See, when you cherish your close relationships, you'll want to use caring and supportive words often. You can't overuse words like that. Saying I love you is just about the most emotionally supportive and caring words that you say. I'm going to step back and talk about my brother Robbie for a quick second. A number of you who have heard more than a couple of podcasts realize, he passed away last September. And he was a big, barrel-chested man. You would look at him and say, yep, he's a biker. He's one of those guys you'd walk into, say, a bar. You'd walk into a bar and you'd see him sitting there and you'd say, that is the guy I'm not messing with. But I tell you what, I told that man I loved him every time we separated. And he said it in return. And we did. And that doesn't make him any less of a man. Doesn't make me any less of a man. Wouldn't make you any less of a man. And certainly doesn't make you any less of a woman. Share it. If you feel that, share it. When a loved one is having a tough day, or just for no reason at all, those spoken words can bring that warmth and that joy and that solace. When you say, I love you, it's a simple expression that transmits so much. And that connection you already have, you've just strengthened it a little bit more. You see, at the end of the day, the words of our mouth can be as refreshing as the crisp morning air in springtime, as uplifting as the giggle of a baby. And let's be honest, they can also have opposite effects. One word or phrase can completely alter the direction of someone's day, or even their life, if it's really extreme. Using the language of mending feelings each day can add one of the most soothing and supportive habits, or can be one of the most soothing and supportive habits that you can ever develop. Speaking words like, I'm listening, I'm sorry, and I forgive you, those heal, right? Those build. Saying, I appreciate what you do, I know you can do it, and I love you, can turn someone's frown completely upside down. So, share your love and your joy for life by using this language that mends, this language that uplifts the soul of those that you care about. Your kindness will be returned. It will bring you back happiness tenfold. All right? I'm not going to belabor anything. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to the show I was talking about. We're going to talk about know-it-alls. I just wanted to share this a little bit with you. Maybe you're having a rough time and need to say I love you to someone. Maybe someone else is having a rough time and they need to hear you say I'm listening, and then sit and listen to them. And if you've wounded someone, say I'm sorry. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Think successfully and take action. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.